check this out. So this is Event 201. Don't click on it yet.
John Hopkins, the water.
Now look, you see it's, that's why. Now look, this the Center for Health Security.org. John Hopkins Center, right? Now type in Google. Keep that in mind. Type in Google. Catastrophic Contagion. And watch the first one pop up. This is the
Catastrophic Contagion?
Catastrophic Contagion.
Ooh.
Right, if you remember that movie Bird Song, they had the variants of
the seat thing.
Of the seat thing.
Contagion.
Right.
Oh shit.
And they had that.
Same thing pops up. Center for Health Security. The John Hopkins Center for Health Security is partnering with WHO and the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation.
Officials in 2 Latin American countries alerted the WHO of several outbreaks of a new infectious disease that's mysteriously appearing across the region. Severe Epidemic Enterovirus Respiratory Syndrome 2025. Over the past 6 weeks alone, there have been 500 confirmed or suspected cases reported. The virus could cause a severe pandemic if early containment and mitigation efforts are not successful.
The pandemic in this type of situation and trend would be a risk for the global health security.
Pandemics are inherently political, financial, and so much broader.
We have not spoken on the leadership in country. And I think that we need to be also very careful. We cannot decide a lot of things without the leaders be involved and agree on that.
There is no substitute for national leadership.
It's important to support the local response or the national response.
Training those that are in these areas first, enabling them with the tools, protecting them, and if needs be, regional solidarity first.
At this stage, communication is key, and communication should include not just scientists with data, but also social, religious, and political leaders.
Trust. This is an essential issue, and trust was broken among countries, between populations and healthcare systems, between healthcare systems and governments.
I'm very sorry to say that in 2025, we need to strengthen the health system.
WHO needs to be a voice for the voiceless.
No one is safe until all of us are safe.
As of today, there have been an estimated 1 billion cases worldwide, with more than 20 million deaths, including nearly 15 million children. Countless millions are alive but left with paralysis or brain damage. The most successful countries are those which invested in preparedness and trained for this moment years in advance. This included having full-time pandemic preparedness and response teams, which conducted detailed operational planning and routinely tested those plans through exercises and drills. If more countries had participated and heeded the guidance, the toll might have been much less.
Motherfucker. So yeah, so this thing about the crap, man. So that's the same for 2022. So you got to remember the same thing happened. We might get deleted for this, but the same thing happened in 2019 in October. And so this thing, they just completed this operation in October and barely anyone knew about it. All right. And even with us saying it, you know, it's going to spread throughout Israel, but that still means very few people know about it. So what that's telling me, I was trying to find this. That's what I was trying to find.
And that's exactly what I was talking about.
But what this is telling me is that they're getting ready to do it again, and they're getting ready to do it even bigger. All right. So with the crash of the dollar, the digital being launched, all the digital currencies crashing, and all these digital billionaires that created these currencies dying, something's getting ready to go down. And it's going to go down more than likely toward the end of December, going right into January. Perfect. All right? So it's the same playbook. They're getting ready to do the same shit again.
Well, the first one was a dry run. And they wanted to see how
every time they do drills like this, it goes real. It starts off as a 9/11 started off a drill. That's it. All right, you know. Every time the last event started off a practice run.
Yeah.
And after they could, so 2 months later,
because
everything was cool. You know, October, November, December of 2019. You know, and all of a sudden everybody started getting these weird illnesses and shit. Chemtrails were spraying like a motherfucker.
5G towers?
You know, the 5G towers, yeah. So yeah, things that make you go, All right.
I remember they was established those 5G towers during that month, November 19th, at the pier.
That Navy pier?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you working at it, right?
Yeah, they was selling that up, and then my coworker, she was like, hey, you know, it's a flu that's unliving everybody that nobody can basically stop. All right. So yeah, man, it's gonna happen again. These people gonna get caught up, especially damn nigga women, man.
October 23rd.
Yeah. Red October.
Did you want me to read some of this?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, in partnership with WHO and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, conducted Catastrophic Contagion, a pandemic tabletop exercise at the Grand Challenges annual meeting in Brussels, Belgium, on October 23rd, 2022. The extraordinary group of participants consisted of 10 current and former health ministers and senior public health officials from Senegal, Rwanda, Nigeria, Angola, Liberia, Singapore, India, Germany, as well as Bill H., co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The exercise simulated, you got that drill again, a series of WHO, World Health Organization, emergency health advisory board meetings addressing a fictional, soon to be so-called real, but still fictional,
Coming to a town near
pandemic set in the near future.
Yeah.
Participants grapple with how to respond to an epidemic located in one part of the world that then spreads rapidly, becoming a pandemic with a higher fatality rate. And then
so why is the computer man keep dealing with shit like this?
Come on, bro.
Right.
Why you know what medical background did you know Bill and Melinda Gates ever had?
And so if they did a video with them together saying the next one is going to be worse than this last one and start laughing.
There's so many videos of them talking about, you know, I mean, so many
population.
Them saying a population control through, you know, through the V things.
Yes, through the 10 talks.
How the hell? So wait a minute. You said the V. So you're gonna give me a V thing, and that's gonna control? Duh.
Why would I want to take that?
And they said this over and over again. But then they'll tell people that, you know, oh well, that's conspiracy and propaganda and disinformation. Well, when? They're the ones that said it.
Right.
This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. That Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Don't we have a right to think it's strange that somebody who has no education in the medical field, giving out medical advice, he deal with computers?
Yeah, would you? And look, dude, would you go if you wanted to say if you know you really like the sport of boxing? You like, you know what? And you want to box, and then you decide, you know, you're young and healthy enough to, like, you know, I think I can make a career of this. I think I'm pretty good, right? You know, would you go to an Olympic wrestler to learn how to box? I mean, would you? It's like, yeah. Well, it's like, well, I can teach you I can teach you how to take people down, but I want to box. Well, I just know how to take you down. So why would you go to a guy that's not his profession or his field to learn a specific thing? It makes absolutely no sense. This guy was a computer person, and it's even, you know, and that's allegedly, because now it's coming out that he really didn't do that. Somebody else did it, and they just set him up. That somebody else was really responsible for that. The same thing about Facebook.
It's a lot, and he's a college dropout.
Damn.